live over here? All right. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash.
Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. In a sincerity and salutation to all you hopeful that I came out there, pushing this word in our truth and sincerity, doing the work that Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of these so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and the Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations. They may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line goes back to the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And Shalom. It's your brothers from the GMS Denver County, special guest, brother God, man. I have from AZ, coming to fellowship and break bread with this man and uplift and glorify the names of Yahweh Shai, man. See? So what we want to start with, we're going to get right into Revelation 13 because we had this new paper that was written. They're trying to put into legislation and doing what? Bringing forth more CBDCs to stop the bank runs, right? And we've been telling you to give the Apostle the heart on down that this is coming. That digital society is being rolled out right around you, man. You go into some of these stores now, and some of these stores don't even take cash. Why? Because they're ushering you in to this new, digital new world order, man. That's going to be founded upon that RFID, CHIP, marking the beast, the MOTB. That's what's coming, man. You see, this is what's coming, and this is not just something that's going to be tied to America. This is going to be something that's going to be pushed all throughout the world. You see, the entire planet Earth, all these nations, they're going to fall in line with this for this book, man. And they push this book. You see. So that's what it is. So we're going to get right into it. Revelation 13, man. We start at verse, get to the point.
So Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
And that's what it is, man. This is what this man is going to push for. He's going to push this upon the entire population, man. Where you're not going to be able to function in society unless you go along with this mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. This is what's coming, man. That's why you see cash being phased out. Everything is going digital because they're preparing you for this new system, man, which is founded upon, once again, the RFID chip. No matter who you are in society, see how you're moving and maneuvering right now? You're not going to be able to do that in the coming future unless you bow the knee and allow them to put you into the system, man. You see? Small or great, rich, poor, free, bond, man. It doesn't matter. He's going to push this upon the entire society all throughout the earth.
Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
There it is. Once again, you're not going to be able to function in society as you're doing now. You can go to the store with your little cash and your little debit card, and you can buy, trade, or what have you. All that's going to be in there. If you don't have this mark, this garage, this mark, this beast, this RFID chip inserted inside of you, you are not going to be able to move in society, man. You're going to be blacklisted. You're going to be outcast, man. You see? And that's the system that Esau is rolling up to back you into a point. Because ain't going to be no more food, man, no more gas unless you go along with this system. You see?
This is John 12 and 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
And that's what we have to do, man. We have to hate our life on this side and trust in Yahweh Shai to protect us when all this shit is coming. You see, because if we go along with Esau, man, we're going to lose our life. Because Esau is offering you something temporary, man. Everything Esau is offering you, especially in the land of America, is going to be destroyed. And a lot of our people are going to take that chip for nothing, man. You see? Because America is destined to go out by way of thermonuclear fire. So what the hell are you trying to get this damn chip to continue on in society for, knowing it's going to get destroyed? This is why we have to put our trust in Yahweh Shai, man, and walk with him. Believing in Yahweh Shai, man.
Like the final act of faith. We had Nebuchadnezzar with his image. See where Ratchet Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, had to give up, not bow on the knee, man. You see, we've had all these different scenarios throughout history where Jake had to stand firm in order to be delivered, man. And that's why this is the ultimate. This is going to be the hardest time we've seen, man. Go ahead, brother. Reverend Reese.
Right. The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16, starting verse 69. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot.
That's what's going to happen, man, because as it tells you in Sirach chapter 10, or is it 12 and 10, if I ain't mistaken, it says, look, trust not thine enemy, man. And that's why the Most High has his men, him, the highways and byways, giving you warning before these things come, man. Give you the proper wisdom and understanding, so you can move and maneuver in these perilous times, man. You see? Because at the end of the day, what Esau is coming with, he's coming with something to deceive you, man. To get you completely cut off from Yahweh Shai. He's going to end in your destruction. So that's why the Most High has us out here telling you how you're supposed to live and what you're supposed to be doing. Not to go along with this bullshit, man, but to have faith in the Lord Yahweh Shai. See? That's what you're supposed to be doing. But those who are going to go, and you got these false leaders out here telling you that the mark of the beast is something other than what it is, they're leading right to the slaughter, man. Because once it comes, all you've been taught is over. It's not that, it's sin, it's all this other BS. So when it comes, you're going to be taken with it. And you're going to be handed the original taking approach and try another foot, man. Because you trusted in the enemy. You trusted in him that has done nothing but rape, rob, and murder you, man. You see? Anything that Esau comes to our people with, it's nothing for our benefit, man. Point blank period.
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, Yahweh Shai.
That's what's coming, man. A great insurrection is coming. Because they're coming to get you Israelites first and foremost, man. You see, because look, they know that you are the chosen people. So they're gunning to put this into you first, man. Just like when that juice first came out, the ones that say they had to get it first.
He's done over here.
So-called black
brother
you see?
They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Because what if you don't want to go to this system? They're going to drag you out of your home. They're going to take you to those penal camps, so forth and so on, man. This is what's coming. These are the times we're living in, man. Perilous times. It says what? In the last days, perilous times shall come, man. And that's what we're entering into. You see, Esau put all the things in place to bring it to pass according to the will of the Heavenly Father Yahweh. You see? All these people walking around here with not a clue in the world, man, completely oblivious to what's really going on. They're going to be caught unawares in that day, man. They're not prepared for what Yahweh Shai is about to unleash in the earth. You see? These men and these women, man. They don't see it. They're completely blinded by the facade of Babylon, man. As if this place can't fall. As if this place is going to continue to come. And that's how they live their lives, man. Or that might happen, but it's going to happen to my great-grandchildren or something. Nah, this shit is going to happen now, man. It's going to happen in this generation. See?
For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
That's what's coming, man. This is coming to try the entire world. The elect included, man. But as it's written in Revelation 3 and 10, if we keep the word of Yahweh Shai's patience, he's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. You see, we continue on in this faith and standing firm in it. Yahweh Shai is going to keep us when this RFID is made mandatory, man. And it's coming. All this shit that you other camps are talking about is sin and white women. We don't see a system being put in place for you to buy or sell a white woman. What the fuck? How the fuck you do that? You got a pocket full of white women, you go into the store, they're my white women. How the fuck does that work, man? But we do see a digital society being rolled out. We do see motherfuckers talking about, oh, we got this new technology that we can insert under your skin. We do see those things, though. And it adds up to what the prophecies say, man. That was it.
Was he reading Revelation 3?
No.
This is Revelation 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation,
See that?
which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
And that's what it is, man. Since we keep the word of Yahweh's faith, continuing on in this faith, continuing on in this doctrine, as it tells you in Colossians that way, we can be found unreprovable in the sight of the Most High if we continue grounded and rooted in faith, man. That's what we have to do through it all. All the trials and tribulations, all the persecution that's going to come, all the demonization, we have to continue to stand firmly rooted, unmovable, unshakable, unwavering, and steadfast in this doctrine and in our faith in Yahweh Shai. And if we do that, Yahweh Shai told us that he's going to keep us, man. You see? That when everybody else is out here bowing the knee, you see, going to Esau to get this fucking shit planted into them, guess what we're going to be doing? Having being married and having a husband. You see? That's what it's going to be. All you guys who are falling out and talking about you got to find yourself going back into the world, Yahweh Shai is going to give you over to this fucking chip, man. Unless you repent. And you're playing a dangerous game when it comes to that, man. Because what does the scripture say about him that taking his hand out the cloud? He is not worthy or fit for the kingdom, man. So you're playing Russian roulette. Y'all was doing that, Corey?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So Revelation 2 and 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and that ye may have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
So some of us openly going into these kingdom camps, man. But we don't understand that it's a trial of our faith. That's why we have to continue to keep the faith no matter what situation we're in, man. Knowing that Yahweh Baal and Yahweh Shai has us, man. Knowing that understanding that somebody has to fulfill the prophecy of Revelation 2:10. Somebody has to be thrown into the camps to be tried as gold in the fire. You see, even unto death to receive that crown of life. Somebody has to do that, man. And these are things that you need to keep in your mind so when it happens, it won't be a foreign thing that's going on with you. So you'll be in there, I knew this could happen. There's a possibility that this could happen. You know? And however long the Most High sees people put you through that trial, they do it because it tells you the Most High will not put more money than you can bear, man. Whatever you're going through, it's gonna happen, man. And whatever you're going through is never too much for you because the Most High will not be unrighteous to do that to you, man. Whatever you're going through, the Most High knows that you can have overcome it because of the faith that He's blessed you with, man. But you have to believe that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, man, each of us are going to be tried to the furthest extent of your faith, which is why you've been out here, which is why you've been growing in this truth, overcoming particular demons, man. So you could reach the point of Jacob's trouble and overcome this hour of temptation, which is this mark being pushed on a mandatory level. And we already saw with the hokey pokey, how many people done just fell over and played dead with that, man. You see, when you have brothers up here that were willing to lose their jobs already, man. Hey, if they try to push that to me, no, hey, so Lord willing, you keep that same energy, and the reason why you have that faith is because you've been investing in this thing, man. But I got one more, but this is Matthew 10 and 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they shall deliver you up to the councils, and they shall scourge you in their synagogues, and ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
Because when we believe in God is great in this world, they're going to persecute us and demonize us, man. That's something that you have to have already instilled in your mind that that's going to happen. If you are claiming to be a Hebrew, even some of these false groups, man, you're going to be tried and tested, man. You see? To see what you're made of, if it be what? Wood, hail, stubble, or gold or silver, man. You're going to be tried. All of us, everybody who knows the Israelites, you're going to be tried. And then you're going to have a lot of people that fall away because what? They never really believed, man. They weren't in it for the right reason. They weren't out here to glorify and uplift Yahweh Baal and Yahweh Shai. They were out here for their ulterior motives, man. You see? Trying to receive some vainglory of men or some bullshit like that, man. We're not here for that. We are here to be the vessels of glorification for Yahweh Baal and Yahweh Shai, point blank period, man. You see? So you have understanding that, you have to understand and know what comes along with that, man. persecution, demonization, all manner of lies and falsehoods brought up against you, man. Your whole character being, what can I say? How can you say it? Demonized, yeah. That's what it is, man. That's what's going on up there. When it really starts to go down to society fucking collapses, they're gonna point the finger to the believers of Yahweh Shah, man. Just like they did in Rome, man. When Caesar burnt down fucking Rome, he blamed it on who? The believers of Yahweh Shah, man. The true Christians.
Verse 19. And when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak.
Because we ain't got to be sitting around in a room fucking coming up with dialogue, man. Oh, well, I'm going to ask this, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say it like this, I'm saying like, no, we ain't going to do none of that, man. Because at the end of the day, the Most High going to pour the Spirit upon us as many accounts show us, man. You see, we're going to be filled with the Holy Spirit and they to say whatever Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah needs us to say, man.
It says, verse 20, for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
Exactly. We ain't got to make up a damn script. What we gonna say to these people when they persecute us, when they bring us to these trials. Because I always imagine it. You know when they hold the Rockies and the Avalanche, when they do the parades, they hold it in that fucking big ass Roman, like in front of like the Coliseum, like pillars in front of the courthouse. I picture it like being somewhere like that with a big ass guillotine up there. You know, a bunch of a crowd, angry mob of people, torches and fucking banners and shit. Kill them, put them down. You know, the Spirit comes down, we say what the Most High needs us to say. It's gonna be like that, man. We ain't got to plan nothing. You see? Pray to the Lord. It's gonna move like you want to.
If I could just get a quick precept, Buck. It says Luke 21 verse 17, and ye shall be hated of all men.
All men.
For my name's sake.
That's the entire world, man. The entire known world is gonna hate the true believers of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Do you understand what that means, man? Everybody you see around here. Everybody around here is gonna hate the believers of Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, that was.
Everybody's gonna hate us, man. That's something you gotta get it come out. We have no friends out here, man. All we have is the body. You see, that's why it's so important to fellowship and the kingdom amongst the brothers, man. You see, because we ain't got nobody else. Not your fucking family, not your mom, not your dad, not your woman. You see, none of these people are with us, man. They're not walking in the same spirit that we're walking in. You see?
All right. Psalms 141 and verse 8. But my eyes are unto you, O Yahweh, the Lord, and you is my trust. Leave not my soul destitute.
That's what we gotta do, man. We gotta trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. See, we can't trust in nothing in the world, man. Your money, your cars, your clothes, your money, your skin. That shit ain't gonna save us, man. We're only gonna be saved by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. You couldn't, man. That's the camera, like, not even a second. Just walk, like they're good. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta trust in the Lord, man. See? That's what it's all about. Matter of fact, somebody get Psalms 34, the last two verses on that one. The last two verses on Psalms 34. Somebody grab the Bible. All right, I'll get that. I keep reading. Get on with it.
Okay, Psalms 141 and verse 9. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me.
That's what's happening, man. They're going to listen to the snares for the people. You're going to start as we start to move into the final stage of the prophecy, man. And the end of America, you're going to see more things set up to blame the men of the Lord. Some random ass events. Then you're going to have somebody out there with fucking fringes on. Look, it's the Hebrew Israelites. They're the cause of this. We got to get all of them. And we already know it's going to happen because of what? Project Megiddo. You see, the FBI project that's going on right now for them to demonize what? The Hebrew Israelites. Then you got other groups. But the main ones they want are the men of the Lord because what? We're the only ones prophesying the death, downfall, and destruction. We're the only ones that say it's coming to pass in this way. So now, since that exactly, we know the truth we're going to Esau, man. Esau people fuck with the whites and Americans. damn no black militant. He came about the time going back to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, knowing understanding that once we're connected back to our power, we can't be stopped, man. So he wants to put that out before it gets to bid, but it's too late.
I was gonna say, the evidence of that is with Comfy. Remember, he had his congregation out there, so-called shooting up the New Jersey.
Fucking Irish, the German. These motherfuckers on Vice TV. Vice News, that's a big ass fucking network, man. It's broadcast all over the world.
Yeah.
At the fucking gun range.
I believe all those camps for the most part are paid.
Oh, yeah.
I think somebody took a bag on them. Why else would they do that, man?
Sorry, fucking camp with guns and shit. That's all the look. Hey, the Israelites in bad light so they can be justified to come against us when that time comes. So when they put us on the news, you gonna hear it. Ain't gonna have no GMS because they might have us out here cussing out people or some shit. A scrap that's going on, but hey, when that happens, we're defending ourselves. The thing with these other camps is, they gonna have these motherfuckers on TV and can't look at us. They out here armed to the teeth. They're dangerous to look for but all we think they to do is deflect. Preach the word. See?
And that's why they gotta come up with false means to come against us, man. Because all we're doing is pushing the word, which is the only thing that's gonna make their downfall. These other groups that were being mentioned, man, these people are carnal. The Black Panthers, they were able to be touched because they were doing stuff that was carnal, man. They were taking matters into their own hands. You see, but we're the real untouchables out here, man. You see, we got Yahweh on our board. They can't touch us. What are they doing? Get Yahweh Shai. He said he was gonna destroy the temple. You see? Coming up with anything they can, man.
All right, so 141-9. Oh, yeah. I'll go back. 141-9. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity.
There's basically the same thing as God, man, right? You're going to start to see that as we continue to move on the property. You're going to see more false flags involving the so-called black Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see more of these things, man. Because the plot is to do what? To get us off the street, to stop this word from coming out. So what? The elect can't be brought back to the Most High.
All right, verse 10, wrapping it up. Let the wicked fall into their own nets.
And that's what's going to happen because once they start to go against us, what's going to happen? The Most High going to lift that standard, man. We don't brothers standing in the river.
While that I withal escape.
That's Psalm 34.
I got
That's
Psalm 34, 21, verse 21.
How many is before
It
that?
says, evil shall slay the wicked.
Now go down to the last two verses.
The last one is 22.
What it says?
It says, the Lord Yahweh redeemeth the soul of the servant.
Might be 37. Try Psalm 37, the last one. Psalm 37. Psalm 34. Go to Psalm 37, like the last two verses.
This is while the brother's grabbing that, this is Micah chapter 7 and verse 5. It says, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide, keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth at thy bosom. For the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter riseth up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemy are the men of his own house.
That's what it's going to be, man. Because if you're not walking on the street of Yahweh, you're going to go when that pressure is applied, man. See, all these people out here acting like they're tough, that they can't be stopped, that they untouchable. The Most High going to break these people in fucking half when that time comes, man. You see? And if you're not walking on the street of Yahweh, you got to protect you. You got to go ahead. You ain't going to have that. Stay in your mind, man. So when all these people, it's going to get wild out here. See, to the point to where if anybody's associated with us, they're going to be pulled into the fray, man. You have people like, nah, I can't do that because that's why you're going to be getting sold out. See? So our family's going to tell you, like he says, our enemies are going to be of what? Our own household, man.
Yeah, I said even her of thine own bosom.
Even your fucking mother, because she ain't been like that. When that pressure is applied, man, she's going to fucking crumble. See? All these fucking so-called strong, independent one things. Ain't gonna be none of that shit at the time we come into, man.
I want to say right there, keep not confidence in a guide, because your guide's gonna be catching hell too. They don't got Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai there. Man, it reminds me, what scripture is that? I think it's Rock, where it talks about the darkness that came upon Egypt, and those guys that were doing the magic tricks, this his people on the left-hand side was saying that they were a laughing stock, man. They were catching so much hell it was worthy to be laughed at. The people that once comforted him, man.
That's why they even came to Pharaoh and said, "This is the hand of the Most High."
Let these people go.
Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus 2 and verse 13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
If you feel hard, that means you have no faith. If you don't have no faith, guess what? The Most High is not going to defend you. The Most High is only going to protect, defend, and deliver those who believe in him. See?
And that shows America is in a weak state. Look at its president, right? And look at his son. And then look at his wife. They were mocking her at the ice cream
I
parlor.
was praying that Biden goes to sleep good. What's that?
Oh, he has to stay for the fireworks,
They
bro.
show that clip of Gerald Ford talking about how the woman president was talking about the president died in last 309 out of the ordinary type
Psalm
of
37, Psalm 37, 39 and 40.
It's that last verse on Micah. This is verse 7. Therefore, I will look unto the Lord. I will wait for the power of my salvation. My power will hear me.
That's what we're doing, man. We're putting trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, because it tells us, according to prophecy, that that's what the remnant will be doing in the last days. Somebody get us Isaiah 10 and 20 real quick. Somebody, grab that. Hold that real quick.
Isaiah 10, verse 20.
The reason we're trusting the Lord is because the prophet said that the Most High's people, the remnant, will do that in the last days. Are you good, bro? You good?
Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote him.
And that's what's happening. The remnant of Jacob, those who escaped from the house of Israel, is no more stand upon our enemy Esau, man. We've completely cast all the bullshit that Esau's taught us away from us, man. And now what are we doing? What does he say?
But shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
And that's what the remnant is doing, man. What that means to stay upon, that means to trust in, man. And that's what you read all throughout the scriptures. And that's what we're practicing. We're trusting in the Lord, man. We don't have not one fucking ounce of who want to go with Esau and his bullshit ass we want other things. We're not here for that. We're here to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah till the Lord returns, man.
Ecclesiasticus 2 and 6. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way right, and trust in him.
That was good, man. That was good, man. That was a bit of chemical, like, listen a second. That shit, y'all ain't bothering nothing.
Oh, word.
That's great. Stay off the drugs. I got a bit of chemical.
Where are they most wanted?
They're not going to hold it up.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all like, they about to be in the chemical for the whole 45 minutes. They just walking past.
Hey, they're just extras in the script. Verse 8. Ecclesiasticus 2 and 8. Ye that fear Yahweh, believe him, and your reward shall not fail.
See that? Because it's all about faith this time around, man. It ain't about living in the law to perfection. It's about believing in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. And if we do that and keep it until the end, we're going to be rewarded, man. And as the Lord told us, it's precious at the Most High's right hand forevermore. That's what we're about to come into. That's why we're trusting in the Lord, man. Because Esau ain't got shit to offer us. We done see everything the so-called white man has to offer us, man. You see? And we know it's corrupt. It's all unrighteousness, man. It's all wicked, man. To do anything or to prosper in any shape, form, or fashion in society, we have to be fucking wicked, man. The Most High's promised to give us that and righteous, all good. They don't think we just stupid, bro.
Like, what was she gonna do? Jump the curb?
That's all I'm saying. Break a fucking ankles.
Get hit by a car.
That would have been judgment on dumb ass.
Yeah.
Ye that fear Yahweh, hope for good and
Look at all this face, man. Just walk for this motherfucker, man. Y'all people little slow. Go ahead. Y'all good to go.
Ye that fear Yahweh, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old.
You're trying to read the South Paul. You could have read right here if you walked through.
Oh, I thought we were taking a picture.
You can
No,
go
you
through
good.
this.
You ain't gonna be in the camera for that. That's in the section. Good.
I'm gonna take a picture of that.
Yeah,
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh and was confounded?
Because it's all about faith, man. They ain't win the line there. King David didn't save from his enemies. You see, Elijah called the 5,000 heaven. All those acts were done in faith, man. This is what Yahweh Shah is all about. Believing and having faith.
Revelation 1:14 describe that. It was, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
The answer is no, man. Anybody who's walking in the fear of the Lord and putting their trust in Yahweh Shah, he's never forsaken them, man. He's never cast them down, man. You see? Now they've gone out like some horrible depths, but they still was good with Yahweh Shah, which was all said and done, man. You see?
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
The answer is no one, man. No one. Because that's what Yahweh wants the Israelites to do. He wants us to trust in him, man. He wants us to have faith. And this is why faith is so heavily harped upon in the New Testament. Faith, 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 faith. Just believe, man. Believe and trust in me. And it's constantly reiterated all throughout the scriptures to let you know that that's what you're supposed to be doing when you come into your power, man. When you come into our Father Yahweh, who faith in his only begotten Son Yahweh Shah. It's all about belief and faith. Trust.
For Yahweh is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in.
And we continue to move in that spirit. The Most High is going to save us in the time of affliction, man. If we do those things.
I got two. First one's going to be Proverbs 12, verse 5. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. The words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 61. And thus consider ye throughout all the ages that none.
What precept is that?
Well, he just got done.
Romans 15, 4 and 15, if I'm not mistaken. The things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. That's why the Most High had our forefathers write these things down in our history, man, so we can look back on it and see how our forefathers do and pattern ourselves after them, man.
That's why he gave them the spirit to endure like that, to have faith in Christ. Those are our examples. We use our forefathers as examples, the faith that they displayed. That's the same type of faith we have to display in these days.
So the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning, so we can learn how to do what? Trust in the Lord, man. Have faith in the Lord, hope in the Lord. You got their accounts and stories of our forefathers going through crazy situations and the Most High saving them out of it through their faith, man. So when it's time for us to be put in those crazy situations, we can be saved out of it like our forefathers did before us. What? Through our faith, man. You see?
Right.
First Maccabees 2 and 61. And thus consider ye throughout all the ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome.
That throughout the ages, man. Go look at Daniel in the lions then. We had these suckers come up against him trying to get him persecuted for worshiping the Most High. He was thrown in the lions den, and what happened? The angels came and closed the mouth of the lions, man.
Romans 15:4.
15:4?
Yeah.
God, I got that. And the thing is, and the thing is, when those fucking heathen, when they got found out, they was put in the lions den. What happened? The Most High allowed the lions to overcome them, man. You see? The Most High poured the spirit into the 7 brothers of Maccabees, man, to overcome those gruesome and grievous deaths, man. All those things are written for us to look back to, like, hey, man, if we continue to move this faith, hey, we can overcome like our forefathers did, man.
Hey, one of those when he died, he was telling him to his face that he's gonna be judged the same way, man. Right? And then he ended up getting his ass judged the same way. It even tells you that many pains he put on others that were the same that the Most High put on him, man. He was over there asking if he could repent. Have worms eating him from the inside out, man.
Yep. There you go.
They said that Andrew Jackson was like that. They called him the Indian killer. They said he had worms eating his testicles. Yeah.
Verse 62. Fear not then the words of a simple man, for his glory shall be dung and worms.
Yeah, fear not the words of the simple man. So if you saw a couple of his critics and shit, don't worry about that, man, because this man is going to be what? Dog and worms, man. He's going to be put in the ground, man. He's going to be judged by Yahweh Baruch Yahweh. That's why we don't have to fear nobody outside of the truth, man. We don't have to fear these people. The Most High is not going to uphold and protect these people from the wickedness they uplift and exalt. Yahweh Baruch Yahweh is going to protect those who believe, man. He's going to protect those who are serving him. Don't it tell you, my servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry? These people going to be fucking starving out here, man, because they're not the servants of the Lord. We are. So if that's the case, how much more will these people come up against us by way of false beliefs, man? Yahweh Baruch Yahweh is going to justify us, man. And we have to trust in him. We don't have to take that into our own hands. We don't have to take up arms, man. Hey, we got the ultimate power on our side, man. And we got access to that ultimate power through our Lord Yahweh Shai, man.
Right, that's right.
Verse 63. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returning to his dust, and his thoughts is come to nothing. Wherefore ye, my sons, be valiant, and show yourselves men.
To be valiant and show yourselves men, man. Be bold, be brave, be courageous, man. That's how we have to be. We want to look, man. We're better than every man on this earth, man, because we serve the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, man. That makes us better than anybody else walking this planet. Not because of nothing we've done, not because of we so great. It's because the Most High put the Spirit upon us to believe in His Son. That's what puts us above everybody else, man.
Like Noah.
We're
Noah said he was perfect in his generation. Don't mean he was perfect and he walked the laws perfectly. I mean, compared to all the sorry motherfuckers around him, he was above them. He was perfect in that generation. It's like, what's good were those men?
And that's what makes us better than everybody else walking this earth. If you don't believe in Yahweh Shai, you ain't shit, man. Point blank period. And we are better than you because the Most High made us. See, don't make no fucking man contemporary. You see, the Most High is not riding for him. He's riding for those who are serving him, man. That's the spirit we walk in. We're better than everybody else on this fucking earth. Thus said Yahweh Baruch Yahweh Shai, man.
It says, show yourselves men in behalf of the law, for by it shall you obtain glory.
But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord Yahweh.
Salvation of the righteous. What makes us righteous, man? Can somebody find the scripture that lets us know why we're righteous? Pull that one minute. Find me a scripture where it says that we're Nah.
Psalms 119.
It's in the New Testament.
Now this is Hebrews 4:15. I'll start at 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Yahweh Shai, the Son of power, let us hold fast our profession, for we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but with in all points, tempted like as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore come boldly under the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace and help in the time of need.
That's part of it. They also tell you what Yahweh Shai is our righteousness. And our faith in Yahweh Shai, that's what makes us righteous. So it says, what we call?
He is their strength.
Read it again. Read it out again.
Psalm 37, verse 39. For the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord Yahweh. He is their strength in the time of trouble. And the Lord Yahweh shall help them and deliver them. And the Lord Yahweh shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him.
That's what, because we trust in Yahweh Shah. Let's put that this. Because we trust in Yahweh Shah, it's already known. The Most High is not different than the wicked. Our access back to the Father is through Yahweh Shah. So if we have faith and trust in Yahweh Shah, the Most High is going to allow him to save us. You see? And that's how it is.
John chapter 3, verse 18. Lord Yahweh shall speak. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already.
So guess what? If we believe in Yahweh Shah, we're not condemned. All those who are telling the truth of Yahweh Shah, we're looking down for them, for all the reasons the way we walk, how we move, and as a society, as if we're going on, guess what? They're condemned, man. We got to take the fun of us because we're poor. Because we're each other's name. They call us names and all that shit, but guess what? That's making what we decided to go on. I'm walking in the ways and that, having faith in the Son. So those who are walking in the spirit of contrary to that, they are condemned. So what the fuck does people say against us? You see, we're doing all the things that you fucking do, and it's current with the society. It has walking after the spirit of righteousness. You see?
And that's what it says in the scripture. It says, who could lay charge to my elect? Right. It says, who could lay charge to my elect?
Hey, grab that.
It says that he that believeth not is condemned already because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High.
And that shows you that the name is very important. Because you believe in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. That's something we trust in. See?
Now Romans 8:33, who shall lay anything to the charge of Yahweh's elect? 32, let me get 30. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. It says in verse 29, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son.
Just like Yahweh Shah will. You got it, bro.
This year will tell me that our time here.
It says, conform to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren.
That's what it is. Yahweh Shah is the first one to come into perfection. Guess what? As we move forward, we're going to have brothers that's going to enter into that perfection before others. We're going to have some brothers that's going to let these mothers going to do. They can be here, they're going to get out of the see fit. But guess what? If they complete the mission and faith in Yahweh Shah, they're going to be brothers to Yahweh Shah because the way that Yahweh Shah is. See? And it's going to follow students to all the elect because they did Yahweh Shah.
It says, moreover, whom he did predestinate.
I mean, he knew beforehand. And the first nation to ever be established in the heavens is the Israelites, man. The sons of the Most High. And then all you nations came after us, man.
It says, and whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified.
So the Most High is justified and he's going to glorify the Lord. We're going to build those men. You see, how we're going to get into that glory is made from the Lord Yahweh Shah. Okay.
What shall we say then to these things? If Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai be for us, who can be against us?
Exactly, man. The Most High is full of, the Most High Yahweh, who was only begotten Son Yahweh Shah, is pouring the Spirit into us and causing us to do these things and glorify Him. Who can be against us, man? What the fuck can the heathen say that the Most High don't even fucking care about? That the Most High thinks is a duck that falls from the vessel or a spittle, and that's what the Most High thinks to the heathen. So what the fuck can spittle say to the Almighty? Nothing, man. You can't tell the Most High shit about those who believe in Yahweh Shah. Because they're justified in the sight of the faith that He's blessed them with, man.
That's what it says, they drink poison and they shall not die.
That's right, because what? The Most High is for them, man.
He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? Who shall lay anything to the charge of Yahweh's elect? It is Yahweh that justifieth.
That was loud as fuck, bro. But since what? Who shall?
Nobody else.
Who shall?
I don't know.
That's damn.
I never seen one of them once.
It was
Never
there
stop right
right
there.
Walking up to 16.
It says what? Who shall lay to the charges of the Most High's elect? The answer to that is no one. What the fuck is Esau doing? He's done nothing. He's done nothing but work wickedness in the earth ever since he was Cain, man. Ever since the garden.
Yeah, he said you can only do what my father's giving you to do. Right?
Right. Yeah, that's right. Go back. That was it, you call? You call y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4. Yahweh has made all things for himself.
See, everything on this earth is moving to glorify the Most High in some shape, form, or fashion, even the heathen. See, Esau was created to be destroyed to do what? To glorify the Most High and the power that he has. The heathen was created to serve the Israelites in the kingdom of heaven to do what? To glorify the power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, because he's going to give them over into our hands. Only Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai is able to do that, man. So what? He gives the glory for that. The Israelites, the top nation on the earth, was created to do what? Serve Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai righteously. Thus the glorification for the Almighty and only begotten Son. So everything in this earth is set up for the Most High's intents and purposes, man. And he's going to do whatever he wants with his creation, man. You see? Got it?
Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Even the wicked for the day of evil, man. The wicked, the Edomite.
3 days.
He say something about his cheeks, man.
Their kids increasing for the destruction.
And that's what it is. They've only been, Esau, the so-called white race, been created for one reason only. Now, it might be hard for some people to hear. I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? Especially after what they've done to us. But the only reason the so-called white race was created was so the Most High could destroy them to show his power to the earth. That's the...
He mustered up the biggest bully he could create just so he could destroy his ass, man.
Oh, like Pharaoh. Like, you build up like sand castles. You build that castle, and it might take hours and that shit just to kick it down. Because he can do what the fuck ever you want to do with your creation, man. You see, you got man down here on the earth telling the Most High, no, you can't do that. Who the fuck are you to tell the Almighty? You see? So even the concept of an Edomite came from the mind of the Most High.
That's why the Lord got to put you in a body that feels pain. Because the spirit don't feel pain.
Your whole existence is because the Most High allowed you to have it, man. You got man down here who can't even control getting to work on time. You see, trying to tell the Most High what it is and what it ain't going to be. That's why I said, look, the Most High is going to humble the pride of man that day, man. So, that was it, Graham?
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Come on, man, period, man. The Most High is in control of every spirit on the earth, man. You see?
Look at that title, the Most High.
The Almighty. Omnipotent, man. That means he's everywhere at all times. You see?
This is Psalms 103 and 9. He will not always chide, neither will he keep his anger forever. He hath not dealt with us after our sins, nor rewarded us according to our iniquities. For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy towards them that fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far hath he removed our transgressions from us. By giving us Yahushua, it says, verse 13, like as a father pitieth his children, so Yahweh pitieth those that fear him. For he knoweth our frame, and remembereth that we are dust. Hey, shit, man, you know that song, Dust in the Wind? That's true, man. That's all we are. Yep. Dust in the wind, man. But the Creator created these vessels, every one to fit its role, like the brother was saying, man. Esau created to be that vessel of destruction. Jake created to be that vessel of glory, man. But 230, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans aren't going to cleave to what it means to be power, man, to receive that glory. So you're playing the part of the extras in the movie with your ass, your children that you're having are being created just to be destroyed, man.
Because look, hey, 2/3 of my people love to be slaves, man. They love to be up under the enemy. You see, as long as they can get their little fucking bullshit ass check, they can get their bullshit ass food, go to that bullshit ass house or apartment, and drive that bullshit ass car every day. You see, they're okay with it.
And you know the evidence of that is how they just smoke these kids in these schools. You see, they shot them like fish in a bucket, and the parents didn't do nothing.
Well, yeah, because they're the same people that were what? Offering their children up to Molech. You see?
They're like that jailbird that's, you know, when you brothers been to jail, you go in there one day, you're like, damn, your whole mentality, you want to get out of jail, right? But you see all those jailbirds that is comfortable playing cards,
Institutionalized.
doing dominoes.
Oh,
They're comfortable in their captivity, man.
Oh, they come out of jail and they just can't find. They have to find another way to just get back up in there.
Yeah, because that's where they're coming. They get a meal, they have somewhere to lay their head.
They're too far gone to be brought back into society.
I got one.
Go ahead.
All right, brother. This is the book of Psalm again, chapter 65 and verse 4. Blessed is the man whom you choose and cause to approach unto you.
Yo, what? We can only approach it from one side. Oh, let me get that real quick.
That he may dwell in your courts.
So you can't even do this unless the Most High draw you to do this, man. As it tells you right here, John 6:24. No man can come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him. So even being able to come to Yahushua, believe in Yahushua, you can't do this unless the Most High leads you to Yahushua. And it says, look, and I will raise him up at the last day. So you can't even come to Yahushua without the Most High's say so, man. You can't come to the Most High without believing Yahushua. And the Most High is the one that put the Spirit upon us to produce, man. Not us. You see? And that's why you see everybody else walking around in a state of oblivion when the truth and the future of what's about to happen to the earth is right in front of them.
Oh, the signs are clear and everything.
Bro, it's crazy.
We shall be satisfied with the goodness of your house, even of your holy temple.
And that's beginning with what? Us receiving the wisdom and understanding, then being changed when Yahushua returns. You see, to enter into that everlasting life, that everlasting glory, then Yahweh Bashi Yahushua has planned for his people that expected it. Us ruling the earth in complete righteousness, having supreme authority and dominion. You see? Y'all go. Y'all can see this big ass over right here. But yeah, man, we're the Most High preparing us to have everlasting dominion in the kingdom of heaven, according to what the prophecy says. And that's what we're fighting for. That's why we put our trust in Yahweh Shah, because we want to be a part of it. Esau doesn't have anything to offer us, man. When you really look out here in the earth, as a man, you can't even be a fucking man. You have no say-so authority in your household. The woman don't respect you. Your children don't respect you. Nobody in society respects you as an Israelite man.
You can't even afford to survive. Even the military, majority of their men are actually going, or even women now, are going to food banks to fill the lack of what their pay don't cover. That's the Roman military.
That's why you respect Esau, though. She may not respect people. She respect Esau. She in the workplace. That's gonna make Esau come to power. The man, she gonna be that for.
You have to lay down
God.
That's what we have to suffer as Israelite men in society.
Go ahead. The thing is,
this is what we have to suffer until Yahweh Shah comes and delivers us, man. You have to live in a society where you're belittled at every fucking turn, man. You look down each and every day of your existence here in America, man. And the elect will bring you up about it because we know that we're above this, man. You see? We're not what these people have told us we are. We are the chosen people, the most high, the supreme beings on earth, man. You see? And we want to come into the fullness of what already being. You see?
now that's why in Psalm 83 it calls us the hidden ones. They never told us who we are. Go ahead, you can walk right there. Book of 2 Genesis, chapter 9, and verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
That's what they are here just to fulfill the prophecy. That's it.
And let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
Oh man, you read my body.
This is Sirach 33 and verse 10. All manner of the ground, and Adam was created of the earth. In much knowledge the Lord hath divided them, and made their ways diverse. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself, but some of them hath he cursed and brought low, and turned out of their places. As the clay is in a potter's hand, to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to him as liketh him best. Good is set against evil, life against death. So is the godly set against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
Hey, and that's why it's called a furnace of adversity. The Lord literally set everything against us. From our woman, Genesis 3:16, she goes against you. Your children, your body deteriorates under you. Right? Your money goes through the holes of society. You know, you're always paid. You got to pay everything else. Was it subject to debt? Put your money in bags with holes in it. Yep. See, so just knowing that is gonna actually set you free, because you knowing that, hey, everything is against me, that allows you to cut ties and sever areas that are causing you pain in life. Hey, you know what? Really, I don't need this shit.
Yeah, like if the woman leaves you, you know the Lord put the spirit on her to leave.
Right.
So when you know that, you can handle that differently.
You build a callus to it. You know, you become callous. Just like a hand that works without a glove and to a shovel, it becomes callous.
God's not going to give you more than you can handle.
Yeah.
What's callous is hard, it's enduring.
Yeah, endureth. That's what the word endure means. Become hard.
Book of Solomon chapter 2 verse 23, it says what? For the Most High created man to be immortal, and have made him to be an image of his own eternity, man. And that's what we are, man. That's what the Israelites are supposed to be. The Most High created us to be immortals, man. We're above what the society puts us through, man. You see? All these trials and tribulations, the only reason we're going through this is to fulfill prophecy. You see? But when you really think about it, man, we're supposed to be way above what we go through here in Babylon the Great, man. We are the guys of the earth. We are the eternal sons of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat. And that's what the Lord is bringing us into. And that's what the remnant is fighting to enter back into, man. We're not fighting to fucking for no damn equality here in America because we know we're not equal to the heathen and we're above it. We're going back there. You see?
If I can make a comment real quick, the Lord's actually doing it just right now because I was listening to this ex-CIA agent, and he was saying that the mind actually being able to visualize them, your body and everything falls in line with how your mind's able to see it. So how we're out here reading the scriptures and everything, it says that endureth, you're already hardening your heart towards these things because you know they're gonna come. You know, and you're building that callous against the things that you're gonna lose in that dark time, so it ain't gonna affect you as much.
And Psalms 34:10 goes right in line with what you're
Right.
saying.
So the Lord is literally making us in His image because He's an austere man. He was able to sacrifice His Son and deal with it.
Those that seek Yahweh shall not want any good thing.
And that goes into what? Us having visions of a better future. The Most High, if we bear conform to the image of His Son, that what? Yahweh Shah was on a mission to what? For the kingdom of heaven to be established. The men of the Lord, we on that same mission. We see it, man. We see America being destroyed. We see Yahweh Shah coming with the chariots and beaming us up. Lord, when we be of that number. That's the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Shah. It tells us, Proverbs 29 and 18, for where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
And see, the ones that can't see it, the truth, they're not going to be part of it. But us, we could actually see it in our mind, and it's literally changing reality around us. That's how powerful the mind is.
Since they can't see it, they don't continue to stay in that spirit of, oh, this is as good as it gets.
There's a natural law like gravity that the Lord created, right? You got gravity, but it's not in the Bible, right? But there's a natural law of something being drawn to you, all right? So like if you know how these rappers, they put out all this gangbanging shit and then they get killed, right? Well, right? Or like if you do something long enough, you like say you need 7 out of, you got 10. If you grab it a bunch of times, eventually you're gonna get that 7th hand because it's just coming to you. The Lord made it that way. But that's what we're doing right here through doing this constant routine and putting out these videos and coming together as brothers, as a congregation, and worshiping Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. He's literally drawn to us, literally with us being drawn to Him, you know?
Two or more witnesses, there shall I be also. And then life and death is in the power of the tongue, man. We're speaking the best words we speak right here, man.
And who is life? Yahweh Shai. You know, so we're literally calling Him, and He's coming to literally
Sup with us.
sup with us. Yeah. He's supping with us right now.
What's up with us?
Yeah.
I got you. Proverbs 18 and 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So if you love death, that's how you fucking talking about, meditating on, you walk in the spirit of fucking Esau and the wickedness of this world, guess what's gonna happen? Death. But if you love life, you walk in the spirit of life, following the ways of the Most High to the best of your ability, all faith in Yahweh Shai, guess what you're gonna take people through? So, life. And that's what we're trying to do, man.
And once our true life, when we get our kingdom, you know, we're speaking this thing into existence, prophesying.
The true life starts when we change.
Like Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
That's what He says in John 14, that He is the life and the way.
Kingdom is the purpose to complete righteousness.
Like sex. Sex was made to procreate, but the Lord put pleasure there. That's the extra of it.
This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 22. What if God, willing to show His wrath and to make His power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
That's what's happening. The only reason Esau's allowed to continue on the way he's continuing on is because the Most High is allowing him to build up his iniquity to the full. And it goes right along with what the Most High said to Abraham of the Amorites' iniquity, but not being hit to the full, so he had to be in Egypt for 400 years until all the iniquity the Most High needs the Amorites to do. Well, to the point where he was going to send some plan of judgment. You see, the same thing is happening with Esau. The Most High is allowing Esau to do all these things, so when the judgment comes, it's going to be fully justified.
And that happened with Nineveh too. Well, you had Jonah, which Nineveh got spared, right? And then you had which one of those prophets was it in the Apocrypha? One of them, they were refusing to give up the ghost until they heard Nineveh was destroyed. That once Nineveh went down,
It was him, I thought.
That was Tobit.
Tobit's father. And then just a couple more verses. It says, verse 23.
And I think Jonah heard about it, but he was an old man, wasn't it? He eventually heard it before he died.
Oh, Jonah?
Yeah. No?
It was Tobit's father.
He told it?
That'd be pleasing to him. He was next. But it's, anyway, verse 23, it says, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory.
That's us. That's us. And it's been made known for what? The preaching of the gospel, man. So I said it's beautiful of the feet of those who preach the gospel, man. See, because we're making it known to our people that we have feather coming, man. That we have glory coming. That we're going to be taken out of this state of oppression to be brought into think like forevermore. That we have, we're going to go into our country and be back in the land of the Most High promises to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We have a country that we're going to have land gains, man. We're not going to go back to give them money to buy no acres. Take out a loan to buy some fucking land. And a country that belongs to us anyway.
Now you have to go through your editing.
Most time going to give us land as far as the eye can see, man.
We ain't gonna have to sit here and wait and see if Esau proves it, you know.
Yo, hoping and praying to the Lord that this fucking
Okay, Esau.
loan comes through. No, man. No. That's what you should have. That shit gonna be left there in Babylon, man. That's a state of oppression, man. As it tells you, the borrower is subject unto the lender, man. That makes you a slave. See, the most I say this is the last time we're gonna be in captivity. See, man.
Verse 16 too, it says, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy.
It's all about. Most I decided to show mercy to the Israelites and not to show mercy to Esau. See, like he told Moses, I will show mercy upon whom I'm gonna show mercy. Thou show compassion upon whom I'm show compassion.
Yeah. We got us. 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
It's causing something to happen greater for us that we can't even imagine that. You see? We're going to come into a state of being that the world has never seen before. All this being oppression, being in the bottom, and being looked down upon, it's going to be left here in America once this place is destroyed, man. You got it?
Verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen.
So that's what we're doing, man. We're looking at the things which are not seen, man. All the things the Most High's promised us, is all the things that our forefathers were longing for, man. Now we've been raised up in that same spirit, and we're longing for them as well. See? Because we know what? Go ahead.
For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
The things which are seen are temporal. Everything we see around us right now, Esau being in power, the heathen nations having joint rulership of this land and the planet Earth, the Israelites being in the bottom of the complete state of destitution and oppression. You see?
The women being in a polluted mindset, that's temporary.
Babylon the Great being established the way it's established, man. You see us having no say so, having nothing, man. All this shit is temporary.
Yahweh shot.
See? The thing is, all this shit is temporary, man. That shit right there, this is great right there, all that's gonna be temporary. Because I wish you would say the name of the kingdom of heaven, right? Put that nigga in half with a look. Just look at his ass and start ripping him in half.
He wouldn't have the balls to say that name.
No, you see? That's part of the disrespect. That's something that's always gonna happen as long as we're here or going around here. We're gonna be disrespected to others. Now you sell out ass niggas thinking just because you got some money. You saw his video, no, man, you still a fucking nigga. You know that shit at every turn, man. Look at what he's doing to R. Kelly. Look at all the shit that you niggas gotta do to even get up to that type of status, man. Being in nowhere, letting these man fucking bust up your back. Like Pimp C used to say. You see? That's the type of shit you gotta do to make it in this damn man society. That's what I'm not willing to fucking do. I I would rather lay my life down for Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai than to money. So I can have other Esau. Take all this shit away.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 35. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward.
Confidence goes into what? Faith, man. You see? Don't cast away your faith, which have a great recompense of reward. Continue to hold on to that faith, man. No matter what the fuck you're going through, step back and get into the spirit and know and understand, man, this shit is not gonna be forever, man. That's why our fucking hope burns the way it does, man. Because we're tired of suffering, we're tired of being here. You see? We're tired of being in the bottom.
I'm going to tell you in Daniel 7:27, wears out the saints.
So the Most High gives us that spirit to have faith. Run with it, man. Don't fucking look back and don't let nobody try to make you ashamed for what you believe in. Fuck these people, man. All these people gonna die in their unbelief. 2/3 of them fucking completely die. Your family coming up against you, they feel some way because you're not celebrating holidays and eating that abominable bullshit you used to eat. Fuck them, man. If they can't understand what we see, because we see it, man. We see that we're about to come into possession of the entire universe. Do you understand what the fuck that means, man? The universe is constantly expanding, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is about to give that over unto us, man, to possess it forevermore. We see that, man. Wealth beyond all imagination, abundance beyond all imagination, man. Peace and righteousness for us beyond anything that we can fucking imagine. Something that we cannot get here in America as Israelites, man. I don't give a damn how much fucking money you have. You see? This is the vision that we have, man.
That's why you had that rapper who came out and said he had no money, Kodak Black. He said, they think I have money. I ain't got no money. That's all fake money. That's property. So they don't have any.
We do watch these shows like the New Edition, like these documentaries, to see what they be doing to them, man. People end up with nothing. See? That's why they still at the age, you know, the old age, still doing concerts and stuff, man.
Like MC Hammer?
Yeah.
Still trying to hold him there.
You got this nigga Mike Kelly, and all these things. The top R&B singer, probably one of the top R&B singers of all time. Nigga serving 30 years in jail for fucking with a so-called underage girl.
That wanted to fuck with him.
You see? 30 years.
It wasn't like he was
But all these people who are on fucking Epstein Island having sex with fucking 8-year-olds, pedophiles, you know what I'm saying? These pedophiles, they ain't got no time, man. But R. Kelly goes in, and that's just Esau showing you still a nigga in my society, nigga. You are nothing. Yeah, I know we're doing the same thing over here, but guess what? This is my world. I do what the fuck I want to do. Now get your ass in that can for 30 years, nigga. You see?
Sad.
That's Esau showing that you have no power here, man.
Bill Cosby, they do that to him too. You know?
And nobody from Epstein Island got even indicted, man.
Nope.
Can't even find the fucking list of all the guests that was there, man. Bill Clinton still walking around and it was known that he was on the island.
Right.
You see?
Barack Obama was also
Barack
there.
Obama, fucking Bill Gates, all these fucking people in this society were all on the island, but none of them were brought up on charges.
Nope.
None of them are Israelites either. It's the rocks and Hamites.
Hey, Chris Tucker's name was on that list too. Bugged out.
That's a tough dude.
This is me. Can we get over?
All right, it says, Hebrews 10, verse 36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High.
After you've done the will of the Most High, what's his will right now? Somebody get that? Or Yahweh Shai told Peter? What is the Most High's will for us to do?
Feed my sheep.
Pull it. Don't hold it, pull it. Let's see.
Yeah, Salaka, it was Tobit that I was speaking about.
That's all I'm saying.
You got it?
It
Enough.
be like that
Look
sometimes.
first.
It be so much. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
They were in the flesh.
He says it multiple times.
We knew what you was talking about. Somebody got it?
Pulling it now. It's a lot. Wrong.
Hey.
I'll grab this one.
All right, I got it. Oh, to feed my sheep. This is the book of John, chapter 21, and beginning with verse 15. This is Yahushua speaking. So when they had died, Yahushua said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my lambs. John 21 and verse 16. He saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. Continuing on, verse 17, he said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua saith unto him, Feed my sheep.
There it is, man. That's the will of the Lord. For us to go ahead and preach this gospel, because he tells you how you know how to talk that way. And this gospel shall be preached to the four corners of the earth, and then shall it end. That's the will of the Lord. That for us to put this word so the elect can hear it, be sealed, so the destruction of America can take place, so the elect can be kingdom of the given new bodies. We can start our life in the kingdom of heaven. See, and righteousness.
That's why through the Spirit, Cain and Abel, who was Abel, sheep herder.
Yep.
He was caring for the sheep, who was what?
John 8:42. Yahushua, and he's speaking to the Israelites, said unto them, If Yahweh were your father, ye would love me. For I proceeded forth and came from Yahweh, neither came I of myself, but he sent me.
Do what?
Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word? And you know what the word for being deaf is dumb. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him when he speaketh a lie. He speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the father of it. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. You know? And that's what we're going through right now, as we walk in the same path as Yahushua. This is the will of the Father, that we magnify Yahweh and his son Yahushua upon this earth. What did Yahushua say? He said that I came to do the will that sent me, to manifest the name to them. You know?
And that shows you that, hey, the elect, we're the prophets, we're the tower of the flock. Like, you got one? Hebrews 10:36, for ye have been patient, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise.
That's what it is, man. Then we receive the promise. What? The work will be done. Now we receive our reward for laboring in the garden for all this time, man.
Right. And with that word, brother, that's what we're doing right now. The Lord's working on us. If I could just get this, that goes right with you. It's in James 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life which the Lord has promised to them that love him.
That also picks up to what? 2 Ezra chapter 2. And those receiving the promise from the Lord's hand by what? Because of what? Because they stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. They had patience and endured and overcame together.
Right. And that shows a lot, because in war they do this. You know, in the movie Last Samurai, where he's made them stand.
Man, you don't have to watch this fucking movie. You always talk Last Samurai.
Yeah, bro. And the 44th Ronin, bro. The 44th Ronin, bro. That one is like that. You don't want to go on your way. Move on your way. What the fuck?
That was it, Cleo?
Yeah. White niggas, white niggas.
Hebrews 10:37. Hebrews 10:37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and he is like it, and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Yeah, it is, man. So, and he's about to come, who's supposed to come, and our shots to do what? To crown us, doing what the things they do.
What's going to happen in this time is you draw from the faith. You're going to go down to Egypt for help, and you know what they're going to require.
Woe to him that have lost patience.
Right? You're going to find yourself in one.
Unfaithful. So all the unfaithful is going to do what? Perishing and unfaithful.
But you got to know that they're about to turn America in a place like never before. A war zone that's never seen. Your government is telling you that they're about to turn the streets of America into a bloodbath, pretty much.
Yeah, they just took away gay marriage in some of the states again, man.
Right.
You already know that after they got that legalized for some time, you know that's going to people be losing their damn minds.
What happened in Sodom and Gomorrah when the angels came in to speak to righteous Lot? Right? Which we're in that spiritual Sodom. We're in that spiritual Egypt.
Second Thessalonians 1, and let's start verse 4. So that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of God, for your patience and faith in all your persecution and tribulations.
We catch your hell, man. Shit, like, well, sometimes you should. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I go to the child about myself. Like a little child. Like, bro, that shit like, it gets so heavy. We were just talking about this the other day. It gets so heavy, bro. You gotta fucking scream sometimes, bro.
And really, if you ain't catching hell, that's when you should start worrying.
Oh,
Bro, I be like, sometimes I be laying in the back and be like, thinking about the hill, like, I just start like, all in the bed, just like, fuck, fuck, God damn. Throwing shit, bro, like, this shit get, like, bro, you get tired of this shit, man. And we the only, the reason we got this way because we know that we're still in slavery, man. We're still in captivity.
and the Lord is near a contrite heart, bro. That's why really the closest is when the Lord is dealing with you is when you're in down and out, bro. That's when the Lord is the closest to you.
Low state.
Yeah.
And I think about those scriptures like the one earlier in Psalms 103, just like a father pitieth his child, the Most High pities those that fear him, man.
Yeah, because you think the Most High ain't grieving with us? He grieving with us, man. Okay, you want to bring us, like when we catch your hell, the Most High feel that too. Like, bro, you can't, like, he don't mind you fucking torment you, but you be fucking like you about to lose your shit. The Most High like, damn, man.
Well, what did he say?
Just hold on. My prophecy's got to do what he got to do.
He said you gotta overcome. You gotta overcome.
I'm coming to get you. Just hold on. Just hold on. I understand what you're going through. Just hold on. I know it sucks. I know you're agitated. I know you're aggravated. I know you want to put some of these motherfuckers together. Just wait.
Yep.
Just wait. I know it sucks. I know it burns. Like when you actually catch it, like really catching it, it feels like a burning sensation, man. When you actually catching hell, it feels like you're actually on fire sometimes.
Oh yeah, even lust. Lust is like a physical flesh. Because in that James, it tells you that a man that's being tempted is not being tempted by the Lord, but your flesh is pulling at you.
It feels like it feels like you're being engulfed in fire sometimes.
And that's why Esau turns up the heat so much. Makes all kind of wickedness all around you, and you pull around, you can easily just fall. And that's why this verse ends with what? That ye endure. See, endure through all of it.
Endure all hardness as good so that you have a shot. That's why you have to fucking do your little temptation. All right, fuck up. Man, fuck up.
Remember who you are. Remember
Suck
who
the fuck up. Let's keep pushing.
It's part of it, bro. Charge you to the game.
Hey, fucking like, let's go.
Because really, there's sometimes where the scriptures, it feels like it's not benefiting you in the moment, but it's like the herbs, you know? The herbs take time to heal. It's not like Esau's witchcraft. You take the medicine and then boom, you're numb to the world. You know?
And you build up an immunity to different ailments that can come your way.
Yeah.
Take a time to that shit 5 minutes.
Yeah. Now you take honey for like a coffee, so it might take some time to get.
Verse 5, it says, which is a made known token of the righteous judgment of God, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of God, for which ye also suffer.
So we're suffering to enter into the greatest glory the world has ever seen. And that's why when your temple tells you have your fucking pitch, you have your shouts, be in the car, you just fucking music loud, singing at the top of your fucking lungs, like, you know what I'm saying? Jump back into this and understand that why you going through it, man.
Hey, the best time when you're feeling that way, the best time to do a sit down is at that time.
Right. See, so the thing is, you don't understand why we're suffering. Right. You can look at the bigger picture, like, all right, this is why I'm getting here. This is why I'm going through what I'm doing. This is all this going to be fucking working. I know it's going to be working. I don't want to miss this opportunity. It's going to be working when it's all said.
It's even like that with like the rappers and the songwriters. They write their best songs when they're like in the spirit, with the feelings.
Like I said, in the world, man, stay down until you come up. I'm saying, stay down with it, be consistent with it, keep doing it, and one day it's going to pay off. And we know it's going to pay off because we know that the Most High doesn't lie, man. You see?
That's why we been quickened, man. Verse 6, it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
All that best that you go through on the day, we're going to get these motherfuckers back. I just watched the other Matas video about having spiritual powers. Guess what he was getting? He was getting fucking 2/3. And there's a couple 2/3 niggas I got on my list that I want to fucking decapitate.
Yep.
Oh, look at that, man.
Yeah.
Call like how much
He's like, that's right.
Oh, that's why y'all started saying, my God, why have you forsaken me? He wanted to kill them Edomites.
Because he had the power to do so.
Yeah. That's why the Lord even protects you from yourself.
But the thing is, even though he had the power to do so, what did he do? He stood there and was still obedient to the will of the Most High. Because when the Roman centurions came, he pushed them back with spiritual power. He could have took Rome down like that, but he's like, nah, the will of my Father got to be done. It's a step-by-step process that needs to be followed for the Most High to be found faithful and true. And that's what we're going to do.
That's that understanding of the Holy Spirit.
Verse 7, and to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with the mighty angels.
And that's why these camps are going to grow. Right? The harvest is ripe, but the labors are few. But the more these troubles increase, guess what? Everywhere they run to, all these idols, right? It's failing them.
They're going to realize
It's going to be left only to come to the truth.
The heathen going to do it. That's what they always do.
Yeah.
That's not going to do a fuck about it.
Yeah, fuck the
It's
heathen.
going to be you two-third Israelites that's going to be running to the idols that's going to really be getting fucked up. You see, because the heathen, they ain't got no God to serve anyway. They in the right spirit. They serving vanity, trees and rocks, the sun and the moon.
They're playing their role.
Tree and whatever.
Themselves.
You Israelites are the ones who are supposed to be running to Yahweh Shah, but you running to Jesus Christ and all this other shit you're pushing up to. The Most High is going to fuck you up, man. You see?
It says, verse 8, in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not God. And
There it is. That's it. You just said that. Taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High. And who's supposed to be doing the Most High of all the people on earth? Israelites. You only have I known of all the families on the earth. Therefore, I will punish you good, bro. Good, bro. Good. But only you have I known of all the families on the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Talking to who? The house of Israel, the whole family which he brought up out of the land of Egypt, man.
Right, because how could you have iniquity without a law? The law was only given to
The heathen
Israel.
is doing what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be out here in the earth, living wild. It's you Israelites who have a code of conduct to live by.
Right, because we're not in our order. We're the ones that are actually supposed to be put forth judgment. That's why the righteous, they're actually like righteous Lot. Remember it said righteous Lot was vexed at the filthy conversation? Right. That's how the elect are, right? Because the judges, you're really the judges, and that judgment can't go forth. So just like a man that has a sex drive and you can't, get it out, get that frustration out, you become aggressive and all that. And that's what's happening right now. That's why this world is, because it's tired of this lame ass Esau, And the Lord is actually coming. And the earth is even like rejoicing to see the Lord, bro.
It's time for Esau to be plucked out of the power seat.
Yeah.
And the righteous king to be put in the Lord Yahweh Shah. That's why you see this great change happening in the earth.
Earthquake.
The time for wickedness is over, man. It's time for righteousness to flourish in the earth forevermore.
I got one.
Let the brother go out to the shit, and go around, we're gonna start wrapping it up, so let the brother go out of
finishing on verse 9, it says, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints and to be admired in all them that believe.
So the saints will begin to depend on the Lord, and the true believers will what? Cleave unto this word that we're preaching unto them in the name of Yahweh.
Because our testimony was believed among you in that day.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. The testimony given out to the world so the elect can hear and be sealed in their minds, man, to receive salvation from the Lord Yahweh.
Ecclesiasticus 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Here we are, man. We got to cleave unto the Most High even to the death, man. And when it's all said and done, we're going to receive a crown of righteousness, man. Don't let agree. That's the stipulation, man. You see, that's part of the contract. You will build your faith unto the King. You're going to be crowned in everlasting life. And give the throne of Yahweh Shai forevermore. You know, that's the reward, man.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take thee cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
You see, if you have to snap back into the spirit and understand, hey, this is part of the walk.
Oh, bro, I was watching the thing on psychology, and they said everybody walks around with like a premeditated something bad's gonna happen constantly all day in society. So just that is like a stress, like a ball of stress on everybody's shoulders, bro.
That's the shit that's gonna be better than the kingdom.
No, you don't even have that,
The
bro.
heathen don't have that shit.
We don't even understand how that would be. Not worry about something. Secretly, deep in your mind.
That's a part of the fucking captivity, man. Constant state of stress. Oh, you should have more rest amongst the team. That's part of the curse.
For gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity.
That's what it is, man. We've been trying to go to the fire, and go with specific men. We're trying to furnace of adversity.
Chapter 7. I got two. This is I'll start Galatians 6 and verse 4. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden. Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
That's what the mind of people said. When that's the flesh, man, ultimately goes into what? Falling out of society. See, you're going to reap corruption, man. That's why you see a lot of men falling out, leaving the truth, they go find themselves and whatever, man. The thing is, everything that we're longing for on this side, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will give it to us in its pureness in the kingdom of heaven, man. So if you love women, the Most High will give you pure women in the kingdom. If you love cars and clothes and all that shit, the Most High will give you all that.
Yeah, have beautiful horses, bro. Like race horses.
I mean, man, it's like a hot rod bring big ass horses, man.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's Jake that still do that, bro. I was seeing it in the south. They get the horses and they'll race them, bro. They got a little bit of land. And they have Judah racing horses in the back of the woods, bro.
Hey, y'all ever been to PM Chain?
Yeah.
That's on the capture. All my horses be like that big.
Oh yeah, you go. Because everything's small compared to right now. You know, everything's
Yeah,
small.
man, it's like when you meditate, man, you gotta meditate on like far out things, man. You can't just be trying to meditate on what you
gotta
see
look
around.
outside the box.
That's what you said.
Because who to say, some of you think, oh, that's not like, it's off the wall. How's that off the wall with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai? Everything possible. Everything possible. Come on, man. You know?
It says, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
So if your mental is do what? Serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you to them. And you're going to reap life everlasting, man, because you're walking in the spirit of faith. Something the Most High wants to see. And ain't nothing too hard for you. How about you never try to give us, man? Whatever you're going through, the Most High can lead you out of that situation, but you have to have what? Faith to move. You have to have that spirit to have that to move in faith, man. So the Most High can work miracles on your behalf.
It's 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 7. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels.
And that's the problem. The fucking flesh. We have all this glorious knowledge. We have this gift of faith, but we have it in this flesh, man. So it's a constant war of trying to do the right thing. You see, and falling short sometimes, man. Shit, every day, honestly. We ain't righteous in this flesh, man. But our spirit and our mind tell you how sharp it is, right? See? You gotta know.
That the excellency of the power may be of the Most High and not of us.
It is. So
Romans 9:11. For none of us did righteous or wicked, even Esau. This was all for the deal that the Lord may show His will. Yeah.
Verse 8, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed.
yep.
We are perplexed, but not in despair.
So we catching all this hell, but it doesn't be like, damn, man. No, we got hope. When we going through hell, we pray to the Lord. Hey, I get some time, get saved off your ass, and then we pray to the Lord, man. And that's, we ain't in distress, because these people right here, when society collapsed, they have nothing else. When society collapsed for us, we got all the hope in the world, man. Because we know that the kingdom of heaven is coming.
And stress is an emotion that comes out of lack of understanding. And that's what we're supposed to have is
Isaiah
understanding.
33 and 6.
Right? Because if you don't understand, then you become unstable in your emotions.
Because when the food is gone, people, what do we do for? Oh my God.
They don't know.
We don't pray to the Lord. 12 people come out of there.
They're going to be eating each other and shit.
Yeah. We're going to be eating 12 and turkey and shit.
Verse 9, persecuted but not forsaken, cast down but not destroyed.
There you go. Persecuted but not forsaken. We're not forgotten. The Lord allows us to be persecuted, but we're not being forsaken. He ain't going to abandon us. He didn't even abandon the Irish shot.
He didn't even abandon Manasseh.
Or Benjamin.
We read earlier.
Why? Because we still the Lord's people.
Anyone that calls on His name.
But now He wants us to do what? Do it the right way. And He said He got us. We continue to walk in that spirit. If we continue to walk in this path of life, man, Yahweh Shem shall promise to have us, man. And that's like He upholding us to it. We got to uphold Him to it, man. He said what He said. So, hey, Lord, you said if you do this, you was going to do this for us.
It says verse
Bar Yum. Hey, Shemai Bar Yum. That's what he
I
was
love
saying.
the Apostle Paul said that, man. Uphold the Most High to His word. Lord, you said if I did this work, not labor for you, not believing how we shall, you would give us a reward. That's what you said. Remember what you said to us. Remember what you told our forefather Abraham.
Hey, that scripture that I was quoting earlier, that I grabbed earlier, Psalm 103, what goes into as a father pityeth his child, so the Most High pities those that fear Him. That's something that plays in my head, man. You know, hey, this is what it said. This is what it is. You know, I know that pity's there, man. You gotta imagine your kid sitting there bawling, crying. I mean, you're gonna have compassion on it, man.
That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect, not the discouraged elect. You know what I'm saying? We got hope that things are going to come to pass. Discouraged on the faith.
Verse 10, always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahushua, that the life also of Yahushua might be made manifest in our body. For we which live are always delivered unto death for Yahushua's sake, that the life also of Yahushua might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. So then death worketh in us, but life in you. We having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believe, and therefore have I spoken. We also believe, therefore speak.
That's why we do what we do, man. We believe. That's why we constantly speak, man. See? We're not taking no fucking months off. We're taking months off because you don't believe, man. We're falling out because you don't believe. That's all it is.
knowing that he which raised up the Lord Yahushua shall raise up us also by Yahushua, and shall present us with you.
If we would, continue on in faith, man, and believe unto the end. He that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Look, I'm just reiterating what the Lord said. I can only believe once. What Yahushua said. He said, believe unto the end, he was going to save us. We ain't got no reason to believe that.
It says in Isaiah 1, reason with me. He's giving you what to do what you gotta do.
You finishing up?
So we're going to get y'all precepts. We'll probably go to the other one.
Okay. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 13. This is Yahushua speaking. But he who shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
Which is fulfilled. That's already fulfilled 2007 when the apostles came on YouTube.
Still being fulfilled today.
Yep.
It's going to give this look. It's spreading more and more each and every day, man. And what's going to happen?
And then shall the end come.
Then the end comes, man. So this is what we're doing right now as the Israelites. The service of Yahushua is what happened already before the end with Esau's kingdom, man.
Just like Egypt, bro. With Moses.
The prophets will come, prophesy, and then the end comes, man. So this we are assigned that this is the end of Esau's society, man.
Right.
So take hope in that. You know?
James 1 verse 22. But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he is, which you'll pretty much lose the truth.
Now, word straightway, it means immediately. It means right away.
Right.
Because what? They believe.
Right. But the point I was going to make with it, you know, they say that you use half your brain. The CIA, and he said what it was, is that they keep everybody in a dumbed down state. So people are only operating off of 40% of your brain because people only talk. They don't know how to walk the walk. And that's what sets us apart. And we're actually talking, we're thinking about it, we're meditating, we're walking it out. So that's heavy, bro. We got all these masculine spirits all in that same spirit, walking it out, thinking the same thing, mind over matter in the spirit of Yahweh. Bro.
That's why we teach with authority like Yahweh.
Yeah. That's literally what that faith is what's changing this environment, bro. This reality.
James chapter 1 verse 2. Count it all joy, my brother, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness.
Yeah, this is a test.
That's just what steadfast. When you overcome that trial, you get stronger. Your faith is increased. You see, you push harder, man.
You're not wavering.
Tobit chapter 13 and verse 1. Then Tobit wrote a prayer of rejoicing and said, Blessed be the Most High that liveth forever, and blessed be his kingdom, for he doth scourge and hath mercy. He leadeth down to hell and bringeth up again.
Woo, right there. You just said it. When you come down to a low estate, who brought you low? Right, and then he brings you back up. What did he do to Esau? He put him in the caves, made a beast out of him. Now you got him in the White House with freaking ties on him. Yeah. That's what he's done unto us. He brought us to the maggot water. You know, we're the maggots in the bottom of the trash can. And he's bringing us, making us princes of power.
Neither is there any that can avoid his hand. Confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel.
That's what we're doing. We're confessing the Almighty, the one true living power of Yahweh before the Gentiles out here, man. You see, we're giving them the true doctrine of Bible really says. That's something that you're not getting in this book.
For he hath scattered us among them. There declare his greatness and extol him before all the living.
That's what we've been doing all day. We're declaring the greatness of the Almighty Yahweh. You see? In the midst of our enemies. Just like the prophecy say the Israelites will be doing in the last days. We're not the Israelites, we're not the chosen people. We're not the people that you read about in this book. Who's doing this, man?
Why do you think Pharaoh didn't want the Israelites standing still? When they were standing still, they were speaking of this word. You know, what they had in their spirit, you know. Yeah, because they didn't have the actual law, but it says that we have it in our spirit.
Esau
What you
don't
think?
want us, he doesn't like to see camps popping up. You know?
No, because you're pretty much in sedition against their kingdom.
That's why they send out their agents to disrupt the church. You know? It's like they did in times past.
Eventually going to persecute the saints.
For he is our Lord, and he is our power, our Father forever.
Book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, with much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
That's one of the considerations of 6 and 7. As the Israelites, we have to walk through the straight gate to come into that city with protocols and things. You read about it in the scripture. See? So that's what it is. We will continue to catch up with the Lord Yahweh Shalom. But he's given us the spirit to overcome and endure. And that faith you've been blessed with, run with it, man. See? And never cast us away. Because our Lord Yahweh Shalom takes us away. Our kingdom is at hand. Thus says the Bible, thus says Yahweh Shah. So with that, we give our praise, all honor, all glory to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahusha, Bashem, Rakah, Kodash.
Hey, double honors to the apostles and others, great millstones, teaching us these true points of the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. And the sincerity and salutation to all the people that I came out there pushing this word in all sincerity, doing the work of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah.
Comment board.
And with that, we're going to say shalom.
Shalom, shalom.